But here, with this proposal, Paul, now in seeming trouble, you say it's gone for 6 months, the poll support is now dropping, and I think that will continue to happen. I cannot believe then Labor's tactics. If voters get too scared of the voice, it's going to be, think it's too big a change, they will vote no. But here comes Labor now saying it will start work on setting up, in the meantime, what's called a Makarrata Commission to negotiate a treaty as well, as if Aborigines already do live in a separate nation, and to document all the past evils done to Aborigines, like, let's, the whole victim culture, let's encourage that a bit. This timing of this further step seems to me so arrogant as well as self-defeating.
When I listen to the campaign for the voice and the statements made by the government, it seems to me they're extremely patronising of the Australian people. It's as though if you were a person of goodwill, you would really have no choice but to vote yes. Well, that won't work. The government has got to explain how this will work, how the voice will function, and what it means for our system of government. Now, the Prime Minister has committed in full to the Uluru Statement, which involves voice, treaty and truth-telling. And I think this is another quite important element. Seeing he's committed in full to the statement and the voice is only the first part, then we need to hear what the government's thinking is about the other two parts. If the government is going to start talking about that, I think it's a good thing. But again, I think this is an enormous issue. How will the treaty arrangement work? And clearly the voice will be involved in this. The other point to make about the voice, Andrew, is according to the constitutional amendment, the voice can give advice on virtually anything at all. This is open-ended and it's unqualified and it's virtually unlimited in terms of the subjects and the matter that the voice can make a recommendation on. It is not limited to issues and laws that exclusively or solely concern Indigenous peoples. If you look at the wording of the constitutional amendment, it applies to general laws, laws of general application, because those laws can also concern, obviously, Indigenous peoples.
That's from tax policies to education policies. I thought the Prime Minister again misled the Australian public today. I heard him say it's only going to affect legislation that would have a direct effect on Aborigines. That is not what the amendment is actually written says. That is deeply misleading. Paul Kelly, thank you so much indeed for your time. Terrific piece. I urge people to look it up on the Australian website.